Hello again. I have in my life seen a few people get religion suddenly and unexpectedly. In each case, the individual concerned made a point of publicising their change of heart far and wide, and all the men I'm talking about were in awkward situations when they discovered the power of prayer and dedicated their lives to the Lord. One was having difficulties with his ex-wife and fighting for access to his children. Two were facing criminal charges, and one was at risk of losing a good deal in his life. One of those facing criminal charges jumped bail and then turned up at Lourdes, pushing wheelchairs for those seeking a miracle there. He actually became Catholic, but he was still arrested and denied bail when he eventually returned to this country. Those who become Christians in the usual way of things are generally a little more reserved about the business and tend not to shout about it from the rooftops. So it was that when Russell Brand was baptised last year in a very high profile act, which was handily captured by a photographer whose pictures appeared in the newspapers, I was a little dubious. Who has themselves photographed in that way, accepting Jesus? Come to that, how many people are baptised in the Thames by a celebrity rather than by the vicar at the local church? It smacked of a stunt, a publicity stunt. Now, I may be quite wrong about this. I do sometimes take a rather jaundiced view of the world, but it seemed to come about just at the time when some pretty serious accusations were being made against Brand, things such as rape. Now, just as he appears addressing a Christian meeting in the United States, we learn he has been charged with another rape. Seeing Brand speak at a Turning Point USA event, something founded by the late Charlie Kirk, did cause me to raise my eyebrows, I'm bound to say. I remember when he fell to his knees and prayed to God alongside Tucker Carlson as well last year. He certainly gives the impression of wishing to align himself with the American Christian right. I wonder if this ties in with a rumour which is now doing the rounds, which is to the effect that following the news last month that President Trump is considering offering political asylum to British people accused of what are sometimes called thought crimes, Brand is toying with the idea of claiming that the charges against him are politically motivated and that he is being persecuted for his unconventional views. Some viewers will know that he expresses controversial opinions, which some people say amount to conspiracy theories. And the idea is that he will claim he is being hounded for this rather than any real sexual offences, and that he was going to make this grounds for appealing to President Trump for the right to stay in America and avoid facing the charges in Britain. I have no idea if there's anything in this rumour, and still less do I know if there's any substance to those charges which he is facing. But I'm certainly wondering why he's cozying up so much to the Christian right in America. Of course, nobody knows what lies in a man's heart, and I may be doing Russell Brand a grave injustice by even thinking for a moment that he's using religion in this way. He may be quite genuine in his conversion. The difficulty which I have is that his behaviour aligns so very precisely with that of the men in the past I've known who have been working the religion scam for ulterior motives, that I cannot rid myself of the thought that I am witnessing something very similar here.